Few foods are as universally loved and simultaneously criticized as potato chips. They're the life of the party, the go-to comfort food, and the perfect sidekick to a sandwich. From the satisfying crunch to the burst of salty, savory flavor, chips have carved a permanent spot in our snacking habits. But behind every handful of these crispy delights lies a bigger question: just how harmful are chips to our health? We know they're not exactly health food, but what makes chips so controversial? Is it the fat, the salt, the addictive crunch that keeps us reaching into the bag again and again? Or is it something more hidden, like carcinogenic compounds, deceptive marketing, and long-term consequences that go far beyond the waistline? In this article, we're peeling back the layers of one of the world's most popular snacks. We'll explore how chips are made, what's inside them, the science of their impact on your body and brain, and why we can't seem to stop eating them even when we know we should. 1. A quick history of the chip. The origin of the potato chip dates back to 1853 in Saratoga Springs, New York. A chef named George Crumb supposedly created them in frustration after a customer complained that his fries were too thick. Crumb sliced the potatoes razor thin, fried them until crisp, and served them with extra salt. The customer loved them, and a snack legend was born. By the early 20th century, chips became mass-produced, thanks to inventions like the mechanical potato slicer and vacuum-sealed packaging. Today, the global potato chip industry is worth over $30 billion annually and shows no signs of slowing down. 2. What's actually in a potato chip? Potato chips may seem simple, just potatoes, oil, and salt, but modern chips are far more complex. Basic ingredients: potatoes, usually russet or white varieties, high in starch. Oil, often sunflower, canola, corn, or palm oil, or a blend. Salt, essential for flavor and preservation. Additives and flavorings, artificial flavors e.g. sour cream, BBQ cheese. Colorants and preservatives e.g. TBHQ, BHA, citric acid. Monosodium glutamate MSG for umami and addictiveness. Sugar and dextrose in flavored varieties. These ingredients combine to make chips highly palatable, energy-dense, and addictive, while offering virtually no essential nutrients. 3. The nutritional breakdown, a deceptive snack. Let's look at the average nutritional content of a 1-ounce 28-gram serving of classic potato chips. Calories: 150 to 160. Fat: 10 grams, 3 grams saturated. Sodium: 150 to 200 milligrams. Carbohydrates: 15 grams. Protein: 2 grams. Fiber: 1 gram. Sugar: 0 to 2 grams. It may not look outrageous at first glance, but the problem lies in how easy it is to overeat. A serving is usually just 10 to 15 chips, but who stops at 10 chips? Additionally, chips have high glycemic load, low satiety, and are hyperpalatable, meaning your body doesn't register fullness the way it would with whole foods. 4. Why chips are so addictive. Chips are engineered to hit the bliss point, a term used in the food industry to describe the ideal combination of fat, salt, and crunch that triggers pleasure centers in the brain. This activates dopamine, the same field-that neurotransmitter involved in addictive behaviors. Key factors: crunch factor. The sound and feel of crunching stimulate brain reward centers. Salt plus fat. These primal cravings are hardwired for survival and easily exploited by snack companies. Flavor layers. Artificial flavors keep your taste buds guessing, avoiding sensory boredom. Convenience. Chips are easy, fast, and portable, making them the perfect impulsive choice. This combination results in hedonic eating for pleasure, not hunger, which contributes to overeating and weight gain. 5. The health risks of eating chips regularly. Weight gain and obesity. Chips are a top contributor to weight gain in modern diets. A 2011 Harvard study published in the New England Journal of Medicine identified potato chips as the #1 food associated with long-term weight gain. They are high in calories, low in satiety, easy to overeat, often consumed mindlessly. B. Heart health. Most chips are deep fried, leading to high levels of trans fats and saturated fats in older recipes, although many companies now limit trans fats. This raises LDL bad cholesterol and lowers HDL good cholesterol, a dangerous combo for heart disease. Excessive sodium intake also contributes to hypertension, high blood pressure, stroke, heart failure. C. Acrylamide, the hidden danger. When starchy foods like potatoes are cooked at high temperatures, especially frying, they form acrylamide, a chemical classified as a potential human carcinogen by the WHO. Some studies in animals have linked acrylamide consumption to increased risk of certain cancers, neurological damage, reproductive toxicity. While more research is needed in humans, the risk is significant enough that health agencies recommend limiting acrylamide intake. D. Digestive health. Frequent consumption of chips can disrupt gut microbiota, cause bloating due to poor digestion, and additives lead to constipation from lack of fiber. 6. The psychology and marketing of chips. Chips aren't just unhealthy, they're designed to be irresistible. The psychology behind their marketing is a masterclass in manipulation. Targeted packaging, bold colors, often red, yellow, and orange, stimulate appetite. Shiny bags enhance visual appeal. Slogans like "Bet you can't eat just one" encourage binge behavior. Flavor innovation. There are now hundreds of flavors worldwide, from dill pickle to hot chili squid, keeping consumers curious and loyal. Emotional associations. Ads often tie chips to happiness, social bonding, nostalgia, stress relief. This builds an emotional connection that goes beyond the product itself. 7. Chips and children, a dangerous combo. Children and teens are especially vulnerable to the dangers of chips. Why? Early exposure sets long-term taste preferences. Marketing targets them with cartoons, games, and social media. School lunches often include chips as a side, normalizing them. This leads to increased childhood obesity, poor eating habits in adulthood, risk of type 2 diabetes, and fatty liver disease at earlier ages. 8. Environmental impact of chip production. The health impact isn't the only concern. Chip production also takes a toll on the planet. Water usage. Potato farming is water-intensive. Oil waste. The frying process produces large volumes of waste oil. Packaging waste. Most chip bags are not recyclable due to mixed materials. Carbon footprint, transportation, energy use, and large-scale farming increase emissions. 9. Are some chips healthier than others? Healthier alternatives include baked chips, lower in fat and calories, but still high in carbs and acrylamide. Vegetable chips may have slightly more vitamins, but often just as fried and salty. Air-popped chips, lower in fat, but still processed. Even organic, low-fat, or gluten-free chips do not make them healthy. They're still calorie-dense, addictive, and lacking in nutrients. 10. The global obsession. Chips around the world. From British crisps to Indian masala chips and Japanese seaweed-flavored varieties, chips have gone global. Cultural flavors vary, but the health concerns remain universal. Interestingly, the highest per capita chip consumption is in United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, Australia. 11. Can you still eat chips and be healthy? Yes, moderation is key. Chips can be part of a balanced lifestyle if you limit portions by single-serve bags, eat chips with protein or fiber-rich foods to improve satiety, avoid flavored or heavily processed versions. Don't eat them daily. Also, consider making your own chips at home. Baked sweet potato chips with olive oil and sea salt are a better alternative. Conclusion: the crunchy truth. Potato chips are one of the most addictive, satisfying, and convenient snacks on the planet. But beneath the delicious crunch lies a host of health concerns, from obesity and heart disease to cancer risk and environmental damage. While the occasional serving won't ruin your health, making chips a dietary staple is a recipe for long-term problems. So next time you reach for that bag, ask yourself, is the taste worth the risk? Chances are your body will thank you for saying no, or at least stopping at just a few.